page 445. 2. Paragraphs on biographies. Some expressions conducive to writing paragraphs on biographies. 1. Great persons are the teachers of humanity. মহান ব্যক্তিরা মানবজাতির শিক্ষক. 2. All the sufferings of humanity are echoed in the hearts of great men. মানবজাতির সব দুঃখ কষ্টই প্রতিধ্বনিত হয় মহান ব্যক্তিদের হৃদয়ে. 3. Great men give us inspiration in our weakness, hope in our despair, solace in our sorrow, and light in our darkness. মহান ব্যক্তিরা আমাদের দুর্বলতার সময়ে অনুপ্রেরণা দেন, হতাশায় আশা, দুঃখে দেন সান্ত্বনা এবং অন্ধকারে দেখান আলোর দিশা. পেজ 446. 4. Such great men are above praise, above criticism, and beyond comparison. এরূপ মহান ব্যক্তিরা যে কোনো প্রশংসা, সমালোচনা এবং তুলনার ঊর্ধ্বে. 5. Great men often waged a crusade against the evil forces of society. মহান ব্যক্তিরা প্রায়শই সমাজের অশুভ শক্তির বিরুদ্ধে নিরলস প্রতিবাদ চালিয়ে গেছেন. 6. Great writers embellished, elevated, and lighted up every aspect of literature and created a new age in the history of literature. মহান লেখকরা সাহিত্যের প্রত্যেকটি দৃশ্যরূপকে অলঙ্কৃত, উন্নীত ও আলোকিত করার মাধ্যমে সাহিত্যের ইতিহাসে এক নতুন যুগের সূচনা করেন. Swami Vivekananda. Points. Introduction. Parentage. Meeting with Sri Ramakrishna brought a change in his life. Traveling all over India and his feeling, his Chicago addresses and his vision about religion. Conclusion. It was Sri Aurobindo, Aurobindo, who said, quote, "The going forth of Vivekananda was the first visible sign to the world that India was awake not only to survive, but to conquer." Unquote. And he conquered the world, indeed. He amazed the thousands of listeners in the World Parliament of Religions at Chicago. With the words, "Sisters and Brothers of America," he held his audience in a spell. And the rest was history. This monk became a great teacher of humanity. He was born in Kolkata on January 12, 1863. He was the eldest son of Vishwanath Datta and Bhuvaneshwari Devi and was named Narendranath, nicknamed Naren. After his father's sudden death, he somehow managed to run his family by working in the office of an attorney and translating books. At this time, Narendranath heard of Sri Ramakrishna and went to meet him at Dakshineshwar. Sri Ramakrishna satisfied all his curiosity about God and spirituality. Sri Ramakrishna's simplicity and piety moved him. He became Ramakrishna's most devoted disciple. After Sri Ramakrishna's death, he became a sannyasi, Sanyasi, and took the name of Swami Vivekananda. He then traveled all over the country and witnessed the miseries of the people. He preached Vedanta to try and get rid of the evils plaguing Hindu society. He went to America in 1893 to address the Parliament of Religions at Chicago. He concluded his speech with these words, quote, "Help and not fight, stop. Assimilation and not destruction, stop. Harmony and peace and not dissension, stop," unquote. The Western world learned from him the very essence of Hinduism. To transform his vision into a reality, he set up the Ramakrishna Morton Mission at Belur. He passed away on July 4, 1902 at the age of only 39. Swami Vivekananda still lives in our hearts. There can be no greater idol for the youth of India to follow than the cyclonic monk called Swami Vivekananda. Word notes: going forth, agomon, survive, টিকে থাকা, conquer, জয় করা, attorney, আইনজীবী, translating, অনুবাদ করা, curiosity, আগ্রহ, spirituality, আধ্যাত্মিকতা, piety, ধর্মানুরাগ, miseries, দুর্দশা, plaguing, plaguing, উচ্ছন্নে পাঠাচ্ছিল, assimilation, অঙ্গীভবন, essence, মূল নির্যাস, sacred, পবিত্র, patriot, দেশপ্রেমিক, proliferation, বৃদ্ধি. Subhash, Subhas Chandra Bose. Points: Introduction, Parentage, Participation in Freedom Movement, Leaving India in Disguise, His Armed Struggle, Conclusion. Subhash Chandra Bose was charismatic, charismatic personality. He was a true patriot. He dedicated himself to the service of his country. It was his spirit of leadership that earned him the revered call, quote, Netaji, Netaji, unquote, stop. He was born on January 28, 1897 at Cuttack, Cuttack. His father was Janakinath Basu and mother Prabhavati Devi. A brilliant student, he stood forth in the ICS examination. But since he hated to serve under the British government, he joined the freedom movement. He was elected president of the Indian National Congress twice. Soon he became highly critical of the activities of the moderate leaders within the Congress party. He severed connections with the Congress. He believed in an armed struggle against the British in India. He left India in disguise and reached Germany and then went to Japan. He formed the Indian National Army in Berlin. He reached Singapore in a submarine and reorganized the Indian National Army there. Then he started his historic march to Delhi in 1945. He raised the tricolor, TRICOLOUR, of Free India in Manipur. But the surrender of Japan to the Allied forces sealed his fate. He was reported to have been killed in an air crash on August 19, 1945, but it is still shrouded in mystery. Subhash Chandra Bose had a prophetic vision. He gave up all the comforts of life to free his motherland from the shackles of foreign rule and lift her into a new world of freedom. His indomitable spirit and mysterious death make him a legendary legendary hero. Word notes: moderate, মধ্যপন্থী, in disguise, ছদ্মবেশে, reorganized, পুনর্গঠিত করলেন, tricolor, ত্রিবর্ণ পতাকা, severed, ছিন্ন করেছিলেন, allied forces, মিত্রবাহিনী, sealed his fate, তার ভাগ্য নির্ধারণ করেছিল, air crash, বিমান দুর্ঘটনা, prophetic, দিব্য প্রেরণাযুক্ত, indomitable, অদম্য, shackles, শিকল, legendary hero, রূপকথার নায়ক. Mother Teresa, points. Introduction, education, life as a teacher, her feeling for the slum dwellers, left sheltered life of the convent, and her service for the suffering humanity, awards won by her. Conclusion. Mother Teresa was the loving mother to ailing, AILING, humanity. She was an apostle of love, peace, and benevolence. This saintly woman was born on 27 August 1910 in the village Skopje, Skopji, in Albania. Her earlier name was Agnes, Agnes, Gonzas, Gonxhas, Bojaxiu, Bojaxiu, page 447. From her childhood, Agnes took great interest in the rituals of the church. She loved books and spent long hours in reading. She had her early education at the Sacred Heart Church School in Albania. At 12, she first expressed her desire to be a nun. She also came to know about the Loreto nuns who had been working in Bengal. She came to Kolkata in 1928. Having completed her training, Sister Teresa joined Loreto Convent at Antilly in Kolkata as a geography teacher, and after a few years became its principal. PRINCIPAL. But her heart cried for the distressed dwellers of a slum opposite to the convent. She attended on the poor and dying people in the slums. With all her love, energy, and dedication, she won the hearts of the poor slum dwellers. She set up a school. The school began to grow and was given the name Nirmal, Nirmal, Hridoy, HRIDAY. She set up missionaries of charity in 1950. She also founded Nirmala Kennedy Center, Nirmal Shishu Bhavan, Leprosy Heritage in Howrah and Sodhpur. She extended her works abroad. She was love personified. Honors were showered upon her from India and abroad. She was the recipient of Padma Shri, Jawaharlal Nehru Award, Deshikottam, Max Sai, MAGSAY, etc. She was awarded the Nobel, NOBEL, Peace Prize in 1979. Bharat Ratna was awarded to her in 1980. Such a great soul left her mortal frame on September 5, 1997. She was beatified, beatified, in Vatican by Pope John Paul II on October 19, 2003. In the present days of disharmony, Mother Teresa remains a very symbol of peace and salvation. Word notes: ailing, duravasthagrasto, personified, Adarsha Sharup, apostle, Bartabaho, benevolence, upokar korar ichha, nun, NUN, সন্ন্যাসিনী, slum, বস্তি এলাকা, mortal frame, নশ্বর শরীর, beatified, আশীর্বাদ ধন্য করা, saint বলে ঘোষণার আগের পর্যায়ে beatification. Satyajit Ray, Satyajit Ray, points, introduction, birth, academic records, service life. Pother Panchali, first film, Aparajita, Porosh Pathor, Jalsa Ghar, Opur Sangsar, period of 1959 to 64. A writer for children, conclusion. Satyajit Ray deserves to be classed CLASSED with men of genius. He was born to Sukumar Ray and Suprabha Ray. Satyajit studied at Baliganj Government High School, Kolkata, and completed his BA in Economics from Presidency College under the University of Calcutta. He went to Shantiniketan to study Oriental art. He worked in a publishing house to design covers for many books, including a children's version of Pother Panchali. While designing the cover and illustrating the book, he was deeply influenced by the work. He used it as the subject of his first film, Pother Panchali, Panchali. Satyajit's international career started with his second film, Aparajito, Aparajita. This film showed the eternal struggle between the ambitions of a young man, Apu, APU, and the mother who loves him. This film won the Golden Lion at the Venice Film Festival. It brought Satyajit considerable acclaim. Before completing the Apu trilogy, he directed two other films, Porosh Pathor and Jalsa Ghar. Other famous films of his are Devi, Devi, Kanchanjunga, Kanchanjungha, Charulata, Charulata, Mahanagar, Mahanagar, and Teen, Teen, Kanya, Kanya. He directed 37 films, including feature films and documentaries. He was also a fiction writer and a publisher. He revived Sandesh, Sandesh, the children's magazine which his grandfather once published. His Feluda, Feluda, and Professor Shonku, Shanku series are still the favorites among children. He directed Goopy, Goopy, Gayan, Gyne, Bagha, Bagha, Bayan, Byne, Hirak Raja Deshe, and Goopy Bagha Phire, Phire, Elo, Elo. Apparently for children, they have satirical elements too. He was the recipient of Bharat Ratna for his contribution to the film industry. He was awarded the Oscar in 1992 for lifetime achievement. This great son of Bengal left the world on April 23, 1992 following a cardiac failure. Word notes: phenomenon উল্লেখযোগ্য ঘটনা, eternal চিরন্তন, acclaim জয়ধ্বনি প্রশংসাধ্বনি, recipient প্রাপক। Amartya Sen, Amartya Sen. Points: Introduction, Birth and Achievements in Brief, His Contributions to Social Welfare and Economics, Conclusion. Amartya Sen, one of the leading economists of the world, was born to Ashutosh Sen and Amita Sen on November 3, 1933 at Shantiniketan. He was the first Asian to win the 1998 Nobel Prize in Economic Sciences for his contributions to welfare economics and social choice theory, and for his interest in the problems of society's poorest members. He has worked on the causes of famine and how to limit the real or perceived shortages of food. He is currently a professor of economics and philosophy at the Harvard University. He is also a senior fellow at the Harvard Society of Fellows, a fellow of Trinity, Trinity College. He served as professor of economics at both Delhi and London School of Economics. He also served as the first chancellor, Chancellor, of the proposed Nalanda International University. New Statesman listed him in their 2010 edition of World's 50 Most Influential People Who Matter. He was the founder head of Department of Economics at Jadavpur University. Sen's papers in the late 1960s and early 1970s helped him develop the theory of social choice. His book, Poverty and Famines, an essay on entitlement and deprivation, 1981, is a book in which he argued that famine occurs not only from a lack of food, but also from unequal distribution of food. His monograph, Collective Choice and Social Welfare, addresses problems related to individual rights, justice, equity, etc. He penned, PENNED, many books on welfare economics. He acts as the guide, friend, and philosopher of the nation at present. We are really proud of this rare genius. Word notes: leading অগ্রণী economist, অর্থনীতিবিদ, dimension মাত্রা, ethical নৈতিক, famine দুর্ভিক্ষ. Page 448, 3. Paragraphs on science. Some expressions conducive to writing paragraphs on science. 1. It is surely the age of science, the age of computers, lasers, robots, fiber optics, and of biogenetics. এটা অবশ্যই বিজ্ঞানের যুগ, কম্পিউটার, লেজার, রোবট, ফাইবার অপটিক্স ও বায়োজেনেটিক্সের যুগ। 2. Science searches truth and discovers nature. Side by side, science works for the betterment of humanity. বিজ্ঞান সত্যের অন্বেষণ করে ও আবিষ্কার করে প্রকৃতিকে। পাশাপাশি বিজ্ঞান মানব জাতির কল্যাণের জন্য কাজ করে। 3. Science encompasses and enriches modern life. বিজ্ঞান আধুনিক জীবনকে পরিবেষ্টন করে ও পুষ্ট করে। 4. There is much reason in Goethe's Goethe' observation that science and art belong to the whole world. Their methods are different, but the basic aim search for truth is the same. গোয়েথের পর্যবেক্ষণে অনেক যুক্তি আছে যে বিজ্ঞান ও শিল্প সমগ্র পৃথিবীর জন্য। তাদের পদ্ধতি আলাদা কিন্তু মূল লক্ষ্য এক, সত্যের অনুসন্ধান। 5. The scientific spirit is the basis of life today. আজকে জীবনের মূল ভিত্তি বৈজ্ঞানিক মনোভাব। 6. A modern man without science and scientific attitude is a non-entity today. একজন আধুনিক লোক বিজ্ঞান ও বৈজ্ঞানিক চিন্তাধারা ছাড়া অস্তিত্ববিহীন। 7. Science has unlocked a lot of avenues for man. Science guarantees man's success in life. It acts as a driving force beyond any human excellence. Science has, in a way, revolutionized our day-to-day life. It has made life more comfortable with various amenities. The various modern means of transport have made the world a very small place. In short, science has given us comfort and security of modern civilization. বিজ্ঞান মানুষের জন্য অনেক পথ খুলে দিয়েছে। বিজ্ঞান মানুষের জীবনে সাফল্যকে সুনিশ্চিত করে। এটা মানুষের দক্ষতার পিছনে চালিকা শক্তিরূপে কাজ করে। বিজ্ঞান আমাদের প্রাত্যহিক জীবনে বৈপ্লবিক পরিবর্তন এনেছে। বিজ্ঞান জীবনকে অনেক আরামপ্রদ করেছে বিভিন্ন জিনিসপত্র প্রদানের মাধ্যমে। পরিবহনের বিভিন্ন আধুনিক উপায়ের দ্বারা পৃথিবীও সংকুচিত হয়েছে। সংক্ষেপে বিজ্ঞান আমাদের আরাম ও আধুনিক সভ্যতার নিরাপত্তা প্রদান করেছে। 8. Blessed by science, modern man no more laments with Shakespeare, quote, "As flies to wanton boys, are we to the gods, stop. They kill us for their sport, stop." বিজ্ঞানের আশীর্বাদ প্রাপ্ত হয়ে আধুনিক লোকেরা আর শেক্সপিয়ারের মতো বিলাপ করে না। মাছিরা যেমন হই হুল্লোড় প্রিয় বালকদের কাছে, আমরাও তেমন দেবতাদের কাছে। তাঁরা আমোদ প্রমোদের জন্য আমাদের হত্যা করেন। 9. We should not depend too much on science. It changes the nature of human skills and habits. The mechanization of the world has also brought unhappiness to mankind. A modern man believes that the machine will do all for him. So, development of human faculties is adversely affected. This tendency is found in the high-tech world. আমাদের বিজ্ঞানের উপর বেশি নির্ভরশীল হওয়া উচিত নয়। এটা মানুষের দক্ষতা ও মনের অভ্যাসকে বদলায়। জগতের যান্ত্রিকতা মানুষের জন্য দুঃখ নিয়ে এসেছে। একজন আধুনিক লোক বিশ্বাস করে যে যন্ত্র তার জন্য সব কিছু করবে। সুতরাং অধিক মানবিক গুণাবলীর বিকাশ উপেক্ষিত। উন্নত প্রযুক্তি কৌশল সম্পন্ন দুনিয়ায় এই প্রবণতা দেখা যায়। 10. Charlie Chaplin once said, quote, "In this age of scientific inventions, we think too much, we feel too little, unquote, stop." Science boosts up the modern craze for material prosperity. Thus, it kills the soul of a man. Science has given us nuclear weapons. If there be a third world war, the whole of humanity will be extinct. EXTINCT. So there is an urgent need for a break from the slavery of science. Science gives knowledge and power, but not wisdom. চার্লি চ্যাপলিন একবার বলেছিলেন, এই বৈজ্ঞানিক আবিষ্কারের যুগে আমরা বড় বেশি ভাবি, বড় কম অনুভব করি। বিজ্ঞান পার্থিব উন্নতির জন্য আধুনিক প্রবণতাকে উৎসাহিত করে। এভাবে এটা মানুষের আত্মাকে হত্যা করে। বিজ্ঞান মানবজাতিকে দিয়েছে পারমাণবিক অস্ত্র। যদি তৃতীয় বিশ্বযুদ্ধ আরম্ভ হয়, পৃথিবী থেকে মানব সভ্যতা নিশ্চিহ্ন হয়ে যাবে। সুতরাং বিজ্ঞানের দাসত্ব থেকে ছুটি নেবার জরুরি সময় এসেছে। বিজ্ঞান জ্ঞান আর ক্ষমতা দেয়, কিন্তু প্রজ্ঞা দেয় না। Science in everyday life points. Introduction serves man in all walks of life, relieving people of doing hazardous work, medical help, etc. Conclusion. The modern age is surely the age of science. Science searches for truth and discovers the laws of nature. It works for the betterment of humanity. Blessed by science, the modern man no more laments with Shakespeare. Quote, as flies to wanton boys, are we to the gods stop. They kill us for their sport, stop. Science frees us from hardships, dangers, and sufferings. Science has, in a way, revolutionized our day-to-day life. It has made life more comfortable with various amenities. The various modern means of transport and communication has made the world a very small place. It has given us radio and television for our amusement. Science has made traveling a pleasure. It has destroyed the boundaries of time and distance. It has brought about a great change in the printing world. Now, using the modern scientific methods of printing, page 449, we can get books, magazines, journals at a cheaper rate. The biggest invention of science till date is perhaps the computer. It has helped civilization advance by leaps and bounds. Para. Scientific implementations in medical treatment are doing miracles. Pacemakers are assuring new life to heart patients. From a small calculator to the computer, the satellite and the internet have been proving more and more beneficial to our life. Science has brought tremendous changes to farming with the introduction of agricultural tools and machinery. In today's life, science is our friend, philosopher, and guide. But too much dependence on science is bad. It changes the nature of human skills and habits. The day is not far off, OFF, when this dependence adversely will affect man's daily life. Word notes, scientific implementations, বৈজ্ঞানিক উপকরণ সমূহের ব্যবহার, betterment উন্নতি, laments খেদোক্তি করা, amusement বিনোদন, fatal প্রাণঘাতী. Next, science and superstitions, WBTS set 11.